For 4 years, he has insisted he is innocent, and now redemption for local attorney Kelly Mathis after prosecutors drop all charges against him. He was once called a mastermind of a $300 million gambling ring. He was arrested in the Allied Veterans of the World Internet Cafe scheme, as it was commonly referred to, back in 2013. Mathis was convicted on 103 charges. The conviction, though, was later thrown out. The Florida Attorney General's office has now decided to dismiss all charges. Throughout the case, Mathis said that he was not involved in the operation of the business, that he was just giving legal advice. He is joining us this morning, as well as his attorney, Mitch Stone. Thank you for being here. I said to you during the commercial break, I said, you must have slept really, really well the last 2 nights. This decision obviously came down Wednesday when I heard from Mitch about what happened. Is it just a huge sigh of relief?
Yeah,
is that an understatement?
That is a gross understatement. After 4 years of dealing with this and thinking about it every day and having this pressure on me, it's taking some time to realize it's off now. It's over. It's done. Finally, I have been redeemed. Finally, I have proven what I set out to prove, that I was innocent.
You've been exonerated.
Yes.
It's a good feeling.
It's a great feeling.
What has this been like emotionally for your family?
Oh, very, very, very difficult. Very difficult. I think back to the first time that somebody had to sit down with my children and explain to them that your father's in jail. And just the pain that they must have felt hearing that. The last thing they would have ever expected, the last thing I would have ever expected.
Mitch, I want to bring you in because I know that Kelly Mathis is a very humble guy. From everyone I've ever heard from in the legal community who was shocked when Mr. Mathis was arrested initially. You know, we're talking about someone who was the former president of the Bar Association, as an example, of the Jacksonville Bar Association. When you've known Kelly for a long time, when you heard about his arrest, you were right there by his side. What was your reaction? And give us a little background on what the charges were and why he was arrested.
Well, and when I found out about it, it was a complete shock. I thought I was being punked because there's no way that I thought that Kelly Mathis would ever be arrested for anything. But when I came to find out what was going on, it all started to kind of come together. And there was a lot of misinformation at the front end. But over time, we started to figure out what they were saying and what they were doing. And we never agreed with it, but we understood what the prosecution was about. We understood what the charges were about. And we knew that they had 2 theories of prosecution, and we could beat each of those theories independently. But ultimately, what happened was that we were blocked on putting our defense on. So obviously, that changed the outcome of the trial. But I think, had it been done the way we thought it should have been done the first go-around, allowing us to put our evidence in, Kelly would never have been convicted. So the arrest in and of itself was not as disturbing to me as what happened right after that, which was keeping him in jail for no reason as far as I was concerned. I mean, he wasn't a danger to the community, certainly wasn't a flight risk, but $1 million bond, and it took us 3 days to get that straightened out, and then they still tried to keep him in jail after we straightened that out.
Do you think you were targeted for some personal reason? What do you think was the reason behind? I mean, all of these we watched. I mean, 50 different internet cafes that the prosecution, you know, suggested was basically a gambling scheme under the guise of a nonprofit, Allied Veterans of the World. You know, we watched them raid this. It was a lot of publicity, obviously, big news conferences and everything. Why you? Why? And I know that there's been legal ramblings about these cafes, but you in particular, the only one to spend any time in jail. The other 3, including the co-founder, took plea deals. I know that Nelson Cuba, as an example, former FOP president, as well as the vice president, Robbie Freitas, they took plea deals. Nelson spent a year under house arrest, but you were in jail, convicted on, and served for 6 years in prison, which thankfully didn't happen.
Well,
Why?
Thankfully, I did not have to serve the 6 years. And I wish I knew the exact motivation behind it. But yes, they did target Allied veterans. They did target me specifically. At the time, yes, Allied veterans had about 50 internet cafes throughout the state of Florida. Estimates were that there were roughly 1,500 statewide. My client was the only one arrested, the only one investigated, and no, I still don't know why.
Financially, this must have taken a tremendous toll on you. I know that you want to build your practice back. How do you do that? How do you, after 4 years of waiting and not knowing if you're going to go to prison for 6 years, and now you have basically this new life ahead of you?
Well, it's like being stuck in purgatory. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't make plans for the future. I didn't know that any day I could get that decision from the Court of Appeals that says, no, we don't think you have any grounds for an appeal. We're going to affirm the conviction. And I would have had to drive down or get taken down to Seminole County and start serving my time. So how do you plan a future? How do you think about a future? Now I've got a new lease on life. I've got a desk. I'll get a phone. Right. I'll hang out my shingle and try it again.
Mitch, a reminder, always innocent until proven guilty.
Absolutely.
Why you do what you do?
Absolutely. And, you know, this is one of those situations where it gets into the bizarre, but, you know, the prosecution fully believed in their theory. We fully believed in our defense, and I think in the end, it came out the way it should have come out 4 years ago.
Which you told me 4 years ago when we spoke on the phone. Thank you both for being here.
Certainly.
Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for
being down with us. Now, if you would like to read back on the investigation, we have had countless stories over the last 4 years. You can go to our website, newsforjax.com, including the decision that the appellate court made to basically lead what eventually led to these charges being dropped. You can find all of that on our website, newsforjax.com. We'll also post this entire interview later this morning.